Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. This return starts at the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. We'll have him gain about a handful there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They'll run it for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down. Wilson now from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Now that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. A handoff for Harris, running right. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Harris once more. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No gain on the play there. Might need to dig into that bag of tricks for third and very long. Russ now from the gun. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. 1st down, and they go right back to it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Buying some time right. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Ravens looking for a score before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give. Fullback headed up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. They
bring their tight end left. Lamar off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, here's Lamar. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing again is Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Jackson now, third and long. Andrews with the catch. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. He lets a heater go deep, middle, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instant. Made the pick. Everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Now Jackson off the play action. Fits it through the middle. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. He's back to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. It's Henry on the counter. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Blitz coming, Lamar. Bateman hauls it in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Play action. Here's Jackson. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he's taken down at the 30. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Into Henry on the inside handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Play action now with Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. Thrown on the run. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. Call it 5 yards there. It's going to be 4th and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And they to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. First down throw for Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. It's a pickup of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
First and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh no, the ball is loose. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And Baltimore finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming.